Welcome, Westside fans, to another edition of Westside Pirate Football. We are out here in Dayton, Idaho, God's little piece of heaven on earth. I'm joined here with my wonderful wife, Melissa Olsen. She's going to be running the camera for us tonight. It's going to be so great. We're joining you live here from Dayton on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM as we get ready for more Pirate Football. Today, the Westside Pirates are going to be taking on the Eagles of Marsh Valley approximately in about 40 minutes from now. We're going to continue on through our pregame show. Carrying over from last week, we are going to pre-apologize for all of the technical difficulties that we're going to have. We are running off of a very weak cell tower here in Dayton, so the more people that hop on their phones during timeouts and halftime, the weaker our signal gets. But there is a silver lining. When people are watching the game and not on their phones, we get a pretty good signal. So that is when we're going to be getting the best feed here. We welcome all of our fans joining us on mylocalradio.com. We're going to continue on through our pregame show today, as this is a presentation of the Westside Pirate football team on KACH 105.5 FM and streaming live on mylocalradio.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Welcome back to the pregame show today here at Lyle S. Henderson Field, home of the Pirates. It's going to go ahead, take a quick break, thank our sponsors, and come back to you for the North Stars Ultimate Outdoors scene set today between the Pirates and the Eagles. First up, a big thank you to our sponsors.
Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires, stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This game is made possible through an agreement between Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
We welcome you back to the pregame show today between the Pirates of West Side and the Marsh Valley Eagles of Idaho. It's time now for our North Stars Ultimate Outdoors scene set. Today's matchup is the matchup between the new look of 3A Marsh Valley and their passing offense versus the ground and pound defensive grit of the 2A West Side Pirates. The second home game of the year for the Pirates, coming off a huge win against a very, very good LCA team last week. 2 weeks in a row that the Pirates have had defensive shutouts, and the offense has done just enough to get things going and come away with the victory. A 34-game winning streak coming into this game for the Pirates to defend against Marsh Valley. Marsh Valley one classification higher as they are 3A in Idaho. New head coach for the Marsh Valley Eagles, Jeff Belknap, has changed the program a little bit here. He is electing to kind of go for more of a spread attack. They want to put the ball in the air, and they have the personnel to do it. You're going to have to look out for Ezra Godfrey, the wide receiver transfer, as he is from Highland. He came to Marsh Valley. He's fit right into their system. A few transfers for the Marsh Valley Eagles today that are going to be playing that were not playing last year, and it should be really, really fun to watch. The Pirates coming in on that 2-game winning streak on the season, 34 games in a row. And it's going to be another battle test for the Pirates coming into this one. Thank you for joining us here on mylocalradio.com as well as on 105.5 KACH. We'll continue on with our pregame show. A special shout out to North Stars Ultimate Outdoors for our scene set and giving us a good picture as to what this game means today. Come back to you with more Westside Pirate football right after this on mylocalradio.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. Welcome back to our pregame show today. 25 minutes from kickoff, and we're getting a little bit of music out there. Kind of smoky skyline, a lot cooler than what it was last week. Should be a really, really fun matchup. We thank you all for joining us on mylocalradio.com and on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM. I had a chance to meet with first-year head coach of the Marsh Valley Eagles, Jeff Belknap, and he had a lot to say about this team moving forward and how excited he was. Let's go ahead and dip into that as part of our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. Welcome back, Westside fans, to the Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. I'm joined here on our broadcast in the booth with Marsh Valley head football coach Jeff Belknap. Coach Belknap, thank you so very much for being part of our broadcast today. How are you doing, first of all?
Doing good. It's football season. There's no better time of the year than football season.
I'll say amen to that. You can get an amen from me. Coach, lots of questions coming into this year about Marsh Valley. This is your first year of being a head coach with the Eagles, and it's not a secret from the last two games. It's a transition from a traditional running team to a little bit more passing, putting the ball more up in the air. What do you feel like that does for a team to maybe pass a little bit more, and why did you choose to go that direction?
Well, I think there's a couple things to answer that question. Why did we go that direction? One was the athletes we have. Number one being our quarterback, Bradley Belknap. He is an extremely bright, intelligent kid who understands the game really well. And he has a knack for pre-snap decisions and being able to read a defense. He's been thrown into the varsity side of things since he was a freshman. He played linebacker as a freshman and has been a backup quarterback all along at the varsity level, having to step in occasionally in some really big games throughout his high school career. You know, he led us as a sophomore. He had to step in and play quarterback against Sugar Salem 2 years ago, where we lost in a 7-6 overtime loss, and he showed a lot of his poise and a lot of his ability in that game of leadership. And so really excited as he's coming into his senior year and what he will bring to the offense. And then also the skill sets we have. We're kind of undersized, but we have some speed and we've got some grit that way. And so getting these kids the ball out in space, letting them go to work and use their talents on the outside is my motivation for going this direction.
Well, Coach, we're really excited to see what the Eagles can bring out here to Westside. A new look for Marsh Valley, and it should be really fun to watch. Coach, you mentioned the quarterback, Bradley Belknap. Who else on your team for you represents what it means to be an outstanding young man and have been an integral part of the program? I'm sure you could name the whole roster almost, but is there a few that stand out that have really bought into your program that really represent what you're trying to do there?
Yeah. I think a big part of it has been my offensive line. A total different style of blocking, total different approach to practice, and they're being led right now by Owen O'Doherty, our senior returner. We also have a couple young kids that have stepped up and have really taken their roles seriously and have really started to improve. We also added somebody that any coach would be ecstatic to add, and that's Porter Cousino. He's 6'6", 350 pounds, and at Marsh Valley, that's unheard of. But his experience and leadership, he comes across the state from Bora High School, where he played for Bora. He has been a great addition to our offensive line as well.
Coach, lots of exciting players that you're adding, a whole new scheme. Let's talk a little bit about what happened last week. The game against Teton, you talked with me before the interview a little bit about improvement week to week. It was a very close game, 40-41. What did the team do, and what are you hoping to?
The kids experienced a lot of offensive production, something that was exciting for them. It was exciting for the fans to watch. And it was a fun game, and I was really proud of their execution and the plays made offensively and their ability to sustain and finish drives. The area we got to work on and fine-tune is keeping the other team's offense off the field. And we're making some big strides in that. We've got some kids switching some things up with positions, but really they're doing well, and I'm really proud of the progress they're making, especially with as raw and new as some of them are.
Coach, last question from me. You've had to replace some amazing seniors from last year, including an offensive player of the year, a 1,000-yard rusher. What has the offseason been like for you as a head coach, replacing and plugging in all these new players?
It's been a lot of fun, because we had a lot of kids that we were overshadowed last year by some of those really, really fantastic players. We've got a set of twins, the Bastion boys, Christian and Corbridge, who are fantastic athletes and fantastic young men who bring a lot of speed and football smarts to our arsenal. And to implement them into this style of an offense has been really fun because I think they're finding their element. They're not real big athletes, but they're great athletes, and to allow them to get outside and use that athleticism has been really fun to watch them embrace that, watch them be able to make big plays, and really, really coming along. We also added a fantastic wide receiver in Ezra Godfrey, who brings us a lot of experience. Their family moved into the area just over the summer. He comes from Highland High School and was a significant player there. And it fits right into he fit right into what we were trying to accomplish and do, and just really excited. And to top it off, to see Alex Vaughn, who has been a running back, kind of a receiver, and now we can really promote his skill set in both ways, in our rushing attack with him, but also getting him the ball out in space. Alex Vaughn is an incredible athlete, an incredible teammate, and just a really, really great kid to coach.
Coach, we're excited for this matchup between the Pirates and the Eagles coming up in just a minute. Is there anything else you want to touch up on before we get started?
No, we're just excited. Westside's always a tough battle. They're really, really well coached. They have a fantastic program and organization. We've had some great battles in the past, and I look forward to another one.
Should be really fun. Coach, best of luck. We'll see you out on the gridiron.
All right. Thanks, Cody.
That was my interview with head coach Jeff Belknap, first-year head coach for the Marsh Valley Eagles. They're going to put the ball in the air tonight. Count on that. Let's go ahead and hear from Coach Moser as part of our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. Welcome back, Westside fans, to the Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. We have another week coming up, and this time it's against the Marsh Valley Eagles. Coach, let's go ahead and start with your raw thoughts. A big win looking up against last week's opponent, LCA. The eye test from the broadcast booth looked like These kids were a lot bigger on average than the Pirates. What did you see in that game that you really liked from your boys?
I was just proud of our kids' effort. They were definitely outsized and outmatched. And it wasn't like they were just big, big, heavy, slow kids. They were big, strong, fast kids. It's like one of them's going to Oregon. So anyway, I was just really proud of our kids' effort. They could have been intimidated and scared, and they could have, backed down. But we couldn't move them much, but we were able to move them just enough. With our work ethic, we was able to move them just enough to get some yards and score enough points.
And that was all that was needed, a 12-0 victory. Coach, your defense pitched yet another shutout. This is 2 weeks in a row. How does the defense really free up your offense, and what is the dichotomy between these two? Obviously, the defense gives a lot of breathing room to the offense, but from your coach's perspective, what does it do more?
Well, we're kind of based around our defense. We run an offense that's fairly simple, so that we can focus on defense. Our kids all play both ways, and we don't want to overcomplicate them each week with a complicated offensive plan and then a complicated defensive plan on top of that. So we try to keep the offense as simple as we can so that our defense can do what it does. And, so far that's worked out for us. So our offense's job is to put together drives and kill clock and hopefully score enough points to win. And our defense's job is to prevent points from getting on the board. So,
Coach, let's talk a little bit about your running back core. And you have two very different running backs that both did fantastic job, and they did it in a different way from each other. Parker Moser and Easton Shirtliff led the team and made big plays when it mattered. Can you describe to me the difference between their running styles and how they complement each other?
Yeah, it's pretty basic. Parker's a shifty, faster type running back that does his best out in space and even as a receiver. And Easton's a downhill, up the middle, bulkier, tougher kid. And our offense works best when those two guys are working together, So if Easton's having a good game and he's running the ball hard inside, like he was this last week, it opens things up on the outside. And so basically what tends to happen for us is usually one of those kids will have a bigger game because they'll have to focus on, if they focus on the middle, Parker should have a good game. And if they focus on the outside, Easton should have a good game. So that's kind of what we try to do anyway.
Coach, this week you play a 3A team in Marsh Valley. Last week they lost by only 1 point last week to Teton, 41-40. They score a lot of points. A new head coach. Do you know much about the Eagles and their new head coach, Jeff Belknap?
No, not a lot. Just what we've seen in the last couple of weeks. They're definitely different than they have been the last several years, where they've been pretty run heavy. They're wanting to air it out, throw the ball a lot. So we've been playing like Dayton Christian was a spread team and like to throw the ball, and Firth threw the ball quite a bit. So anyway, it really shouldn't be anything too new to us. So hopefully our kids are dialed in.
Coach, that's all my questions that I have this week. Very simple stuff, getting ready for another fantastic week. Anything else you want to say before we end up and get moving on to Marsh Valley?
I don't think so.
Perfect. That is head coach Tyson Moser. Our questions this week as we get ready for the Marsh Valley Eagles. Back into the booth we go. Thank you very much. That was my interview with head coach Tyson Moser, talking a little bit about Dayton Christian Academy, what we saw, the tendencies of Marsh Valley, a brand new program under a brand new head coach this year. We're going to be seeing the ball in the air quite a bit more than what a traditional Marsh Valley team would look like. And that's going to tie into some of our keys to the game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance, the friend in the insurance business in Preston. Our keys to the game today, number one, we're going to continue to limit those penalties. Coach Moser talked a little bit about bringing those down. It's a younger team, and this team is not built to come back after, huge distances. Double sticks is too much, and they're trying to avoid that as much as possible. Make Marsh Valley stay balanced. You're going to want to make Marsh Valley run the ball almost as much as they want to throw it, and kind of give them different looks defensively. That's going to cause them to stay off of their game plan maybe a little bit more. Number three, make Bradley Belknap uncomfortable. If you can get into the backfield and sack the quarterback for Marsh Valley, it's going to make throwing the ball quite a bit more difficult and just off of their mark just a little bit, make him double think, double clutch or something like that. That's going to cause a lot of issues. Let's go ahead and dip into our outstanding student interview. Jackson Beckstead. Last week I interviewed him for homecoming and we didn't get to hear it. So let's go ahead and hear from him. Such a fun interview. Self-proclaimed defensive genius, as he was the defensive coordinator for Powder Puff Seniors last week. Welcome back, Westside Pirate fans, to our broadcast here today. I am joined with the man, the myth, the legend, Jackson Beckstead. Jackson, we saw you a little bit out there at Firth. We've seen you around here at school. Talk to me a little bit about the start of the school year. You're a senior. What kind of goals do you have by the end? What do you want to accomplish by the end, by the time you're walking out of here?
Just graduate mainly, honestly, and hopefully take home a state championship, but we have a long ways to go until then.
Lots of really good goals, Jackson. I am really impressed. Let's start with the football team aspect of this, okay? You go out to Firth. A lot of media headlines say, like, it's a down year, it's a rebuild year. And you guys go out there and blank Firth, who was picked pretty high in the 2A classification. Where do you think that score came from? How did the preparation this summer play into that score?
Well, it all started with just lifting in the summer and hitting the weights heavy, and then it just came into getting in our playbooks and making sure we had everything down, and then just being tough in the end.
You guys made a lot of really big plays when it counted. Talk to me a little bit about what you have in terms of goals for this year, football-wise.
I'd like to see us have no mistakes, no missed blocks, no wrong holes on the running backs, and defensively just hold most of our opponents scoreless.
Those are great goals. Jackson, talk to me a little bit about your coaching staff. You know, Coach Moser runs a very tight ship. I know that very well. Do you like the nature of practices, and how has practices prepared you guys to be ready for this year?
Yeah, so I love Coach Mo and all of our staff. So it's just great because Coach gets us Monday. We're already ready for the game Friday. He's getting us mentally prepared, and he doesn't leave anything out. He makes sure we know who we're going against and what kind of defense and offense we got to go against and how tough the team is. He doesn't lie to us. He makes sure we know how tough they are and how good they're going to be.
What kind of life lessons have you learned from football and from Coach Moser and this staff? You know, obviously X's and O's, the quick tackle, you hit this gap, but what about life? What about becoming a man have you learned from this coaching staff and Coach Moser?
You just got to be tough, and you got to work together, because if one guy on the 11 people on offense or defense does something wrong, then you could screw up the whole play. And you just got to work together with people. And
I like it. It's very simple, knowing your job, right? Talk to me a lot about your squad. Who are your bros on the line that you've been vibing with this year, and what is it like just kind of being part of that fun group on that defensive and offensive line?
Defensive, definitely the backers. The backers always get along. Me and Owen Nielsen have been best friends since elementary school, and we always get along. And offensively, I think the whole line, just big bros, just all together. All of us just love each other, so there's no hard feelings between anyone.
Jackson Beckstead, I'm joined here on our outstanding student interview. It's homecoming week, my guy. Okay, is there any fun activities that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, we have a powder puff game tonight, and I'm going to take a dub. I'm the defensive coordinator for the seniors and sophomores, so yeah.
So what kind of base defense are we running with the Powder Puff here tonight?
Just a 53 and, zone defense.
Nice. Simple stuff. Make it work. Coach Beckstead, I should say, out here with Powder Puff. By the time that this is airing, we'll figure out if you were able to take that dub. Talk to me a little bit about school portion of stuff. You're a senior right now. What kind of aspirations does Jackson Beckstead have after post, Westside High School?
So I'm looking into either like diesel mechanics or like anything agriculturally, and I might try to play football in college, walk on. I know I can't get a scholarship, but I might try to play football somewhere, and yeah.
What is it about diesel mechanics that interests you?
Just working on big trucks and tractors and everything, and being outside and working on farm equipment. It's nice.
That's not needed anywhere in Franklin County, right?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Talk to me a little bit about your family. Have they inspired you football-wise, diesel mechanic-wise? Do you have brothers that are, I want to be like that? Who in your family is an inspiration to you?
My brother played football. In 2014, they won the championship. He was the middle backer, and he has given me a lot of inspiration to be like him, and he was a tough player. So,
Jackson Beckstead here, concluding our outstanding student interview portion. Jackson, final thoughts before we get ready to take on the Eagles right before this.
we just got to get this practice over with this week and stay out of our heads and just watch film and make sure we know our positions and what to do. Sorry.
The simple things. Jackson Beckstead, thanks so much, Jackson. We'll catch you later. Interview with Jackson Beckstead, self-proclaimed defensive genius and coordinator last week for the senior Powder Puff team. Yeah, it was really fun to interview. As we continue on through our pregame show today, we're about 2.5 minutes away. Worthy to note that Owen Nielsen, who broke his collarbone last week, is out on the field in his civvies. No sling, however, so we'll keep an eye on that injury as we move throughout the entire season. Also worthy to note, the Pirates 9-1 against the Marsh Valley Eagles all time in football meetings. Last win by the Eagles back in 1982. What was it? 1982. So good stuff. We'll continue to move on and hear more from our sponsors right after this quick break on 105.5 KACH and mylocalradio.com.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Level 10 Life provides skilled, one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
Welcome back to the pregame show here today. We are just moments away from our opening kickoff, scheduled for 7 p.m., 5 minutes away. We're going to go ahead and go into our starting lineups today, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. At the quarterback position for the Pirates, Eli Brown, Parker Moser at running back, Easton Shirtliff at running back, as well as a host of an offensive linemen that have helped this team go forward and get to 2-0 on the season. Jackson Beckstead, a portion of that. We're going to go ahead and welcome all of our friends here from Marsh Valley listening online at mylocalradio.com. Keep an eye out for some key players: Bradley Belknap, Porter Cousino, Owen O'Doherty, and Ezra Godfrey. Those are names that you're going to be hearing quite a few times for the Eagles tonight. We'd also like to thank Webb Funeral Home for their sponsorship in giving us our starting lineups today. A plethora and a committee of running backs are going to be helping out the Pirates tonight, as always, and for Marsh Valley, a plethora of wide receivers and a starting quarterback that's had experience since freshman year. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, come back to you for our national anthem right after this.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
cheerleaders and band, please.
Beautiful ceremony given right before to commemorate the lives lost in the Remembrance Day of September 11th. Although today is the 9th, we remember that and hold our families a little bit closer on this day as a nation.
Marsh Valley Eagles offense, senior number 20, Bradley Belknap.
Bradley Belknap in continuation of our starting lineups for Marsh Valley.
Senior number 3,
Porter Cousino, a transfer from Border High School, a 6'6", 350-pound nose guard. Alex Vaughn, also one that Coach Belknap talked a little bit about, will be a key player for the Marsh Valley Eagles. Ezra Godfrey, another transfer from Highland High School. And then the Bastion twins for Marsh Valley. So those are going to be some names that you're going to have to keep an eye on. Owen O'Doherty, the middle linebacker, is one of the few senior defensive returners with varsity experience for Marsh Valley. Coach Jeff Belknap helped call plays last year for special teams in the offense for the Eagles, and now finds himself at the head coaching position at Marsh Valley. Has turned the program from a traditional run-first attack to one that will air it out in their spread passing attack. As the Pirates huddle in their own north end zone, we get cheers from both teams. Really, really exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention to the north end zone.
On this
Welcome your West Side Pirates.
Smoky Friday night here in Dayton, Idaho, at Lyle S. Henderson Field, the home of the three-time state championship football team, 3 state championships in a row, back to back to back, on a 34-game winning streak. One that has the state of Idaho incredibly impressed, and one that thinks about everybody else in the division definitely thinks about when they face the Pirates. West Side in the coaches poll in the 2A classification, almost unanimous in their first place voting. Only one first place vote going to Kellogg. 7 first place votes for West Side. 36 overall, with North Fremont directly behind them in second place. So West Side deferred. We'll take the kickoff in the second half. We'll pause for station identification, come back to you for the start of the first quarter here on mylocalradio.com.
A proud member of the Co-op, we save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
Back here for some more action. Ball set up on the left side of the field. Shirtliff getting the ball ready and teeing things up. As he'll kick off from the right hash, the Pirates getting ready for what should be a battle against 2 different types of teams. The defensive run game, the ground and pound Pirates against the air it out spread attack for Marsh Valley. Marsh Valley in their white tops, baby blue numerals, red helmets, and blue accents. West Side in their all maroons, white numerals. Smoky day, so no real sun unless you're on the opposing bleachers. You're looking into a little bit of a glare, but for us, here on the home side, everything looks fine and dandy. Shirtlift set to kick off. Boots it to it. Will be fielded right at the 1 yard line, and that will be called a touchback as number 11, Alex Vaughn, grabs it, tried to tiptoe without falling back into the end zone. Westside will get the the second half kickoff after deferring. They'll start off on defense, and we're going to get the first look at the Marsh Valley Eagles, their offense. And immediately you can see from your eye test, right tackle Porter Cousino, going to be a big body to get around for the defensive line of Westside. Back in the quarterback position, Belknap. With 2 wide receivers to either side, a running back to his left, steps up in the pocket. Here's a little smash route out to the right. It's broken up and away. Jackson Beckstead there to put his hands in there, was deflected and called incomplete near in front of the West Side bench, intended for number 4, Christian Bastian. The junior running back, part of the 1-2 punch Bastian twins. A little bit smaller, 5'7", 140 is their listing on their roster. Belknap with Bastian coming across the face to the far side, trips to the right, they'll roll that way. Belknap will take it, put it under his arm, get the corner and a little bit more. Right at the sticks, he'll get pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line. And he was close. They're going to see where they're going to mark him. And he'll be about a yard short. So 3rd down and 1 coming up for the Marsh Valley Eagles out of Aramo. Out come the Eagles. Quick to the line, still in that spread formation, 2 wide receivers to either side. They're going to hand it off the middle, and they're going to get the first down. Bowling his way forward is the running back for the Marsh Valley. It's number 3. First down and 10 at the 34-yard line for Marsh Valley. Back into the spread formation, Belknap in the gun with the wide receivers, with the running back to his right. Steps up into the pocket. He's going to get wrapped up for a sack. There for the sack. Gunderson for the Pirates is going to end up giving Marsh Valley a sack of -5 yards. Wyatt Harris back there at the running back position for Marsh Valley. Back in the spread, 2nd down and 15. Bastian in motion across to the far side, trips to the right. Belknap will come and he has to get forced out to his left, gets whacked by the defensive line, and another sack for the West Side Pirates, back to back. Beckstead was there. That's 2 back-to-back sacks for the Pirate defense. Third down and almost 20 for the Marsh Valley Eagles, who find themselves in a little bit of a hole after a big pickup on the scramble early on in the opening drive by Belknap. Bradley Belknap again on the left hash on the near side of the field. He'll drop back to pass. He has time, steps up in the pocket, launches over the middle, and it is tipped, dropped, incomplete right at the 45-yard line, right at the sticks where they needed to be, but it was called incomplete just off the hands of the intended receiver. Number 8, Ezra Godfrey. We get an untimed stoppage or the signal from our referees that no matter what happens after this, we're going to get the play clock stopped. 9:44 left here in our first quarter, brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-states area of Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. Punter for the Eagles back at the 10-yard line. Goes over his head. The ball is in the end zone. The Belknap has to get it up and away, and he does barely. He's going to get back to the line, touched by the Pirates. And we're going to have a scrum right at the 20-yard line. I believe that Beckstead was there, and it bounced off of his left shin, and Marsh Valley ends up falling on it, although with that ball going into their own end zone after the botched long snap over the head of Belknap, it's going to be a negative gain of 5 yards, but a new set of downs for Marsh Valley. So a new set of downs and new life given back to the Eagles here. Belknap in the shotgun. He'll look out to his left. A little 5-yard curl. Caught. No, incomplete. It's going to hit the ground, intended for Christian Bastian. 2nd down and 10 coming up right at the 32-yard line, working from right to left on your radio dial. So no completions yet for the Marsh Valley Eagles. The only real positive gain has come off of a designed run by Belknap, who got around the corner to his right, picked up a 1st down, and they've been moving backwards ever since. 2nd down and 10 now on the right hash. Belknap gets it. They're going to run and roll to his right. He's looking down the field, gets it out to his man right at the sticks. It's going to be a 9-yard pickup right at the 31. 3rd down and 1 coming up. Deja vu like we've been here before. Right hash again. Last time the Eagles were in this position, they did the delayed draw to their running back, Wyatt Harris, and he picked up the 1st down. Now they'll bring in a wide receiver, or rather a fullback, into a wingback position in front of the running back to the right of Belknap. They're going to hand it off again. The Pirates thought about it, wraps him up after a gain of 3, right up the middle. Alex Vaughn picks up the 1st down, and a new set for the Eagles after the delayed draw on 3rd and 1. Ball at the 35-yard line. Pirates made a stop initially, but after a series of unfortunate events on the punt last time, the Eagles got redemption and a new set of downs. They're back in the spread. Belknap, a quick 5-yard out. Bastian on the 5-yard curl out to the left. They're going to pick up 4 as he comes back to the ball. Scoops it up low at his hips. 2nd down and 5.5. At the 39. Their own 39, Belknap. 2 wide receivers to either side. Running back offset to his right. Surveys the field, looks to his left. Gets the snap, looks again to his left. He's going to launch the fade out to the left side, and up in the air. Pass is incomplete as it was a hand battle. Colby Bowles there on the coverage on number 1, Corbridge Bastian. 3rd down and 6 coming up for Marsh Valley. 7:45 left here in the first quarter. 0-0 on our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Staying in that same spread formation with two wide receivers to either side. Belknap will roll out to his right, gets away from Shurtleff, throws to his intended receiver. Did he get a foot down? It's caught, and it is complete right at the 50-yard line. Towing the sidelines and getting a toe inbounds is number 8, Ezra Godfrey, the transfer from Highland High School. 1st down and 10 right at midfield as the Eagles look to be aggressive early on after giving a second chance on the muffed punt earlier on in the first quarter. Belknap with 2 running backs to his left. He's going to get caught up. He gets away from a couple. The ball's on the ground, and a scrum right at the 47-yard line. A Pirate comes screaming in, pops the ball out, and it will remain with the Eagles. Quick heads-up play by Porter Cousino, I believe, who fell down on the ball as it came out. It was going to be a designed run for Belknap out to his left, and it's going to be a loss of 3. Back out in spread. Belknap with his cleats almost at his own 40-yard line, drops back to pass, looks to his left, he rolls to his left, squares, gets ahead of the defensive line, is going to lower his shoulder, but only pick up minimal yardage. A gain of 3.5 into Pirate territory at the 49. 3rd down and 9 coming up. Third down and 9 for the Eagles. Belknap was looking down the field, trying to find somebody, elected to keep it himself, tried to make one cut and kind of lost his footing, falls down forward after a gain of 4. Trips to the right side on the left hash. Belknap looks out that way, reads the defense, shifts his running back to his left side, looks, has pressure by Beckstead, ball comes out again, scooped up at the 35, and he goes running and it's called dead. They're going to say his arm was going forward. Oh, that was a close one. A perfect play opportunity to get those points back in redemption after a little bit of a muffed punt last time. And our line judge on the far side comes screaming in saying that the ball in his arm was moving forward at the point of contact. So they're going to call it incomplete. And that had scoop and score written all over it. Scoop and score written all over it. And that was Garrett Robinson's points to score. He was screaming to the end zone the opposite way. Instead, 4th down and 9, punt formation coming up for the Eagles. Ball back to Belknap. Plant his feet, shanks it off to his right side. Ball goes rolling past the 35 down to, no, 25 down to the 23-yard line. Out to the right side of the field. And now the Pirate offense will come out. Defense makes a stand twice, although we have seen a little bit of the offensive passing capabilities of the Marsh Valley Eagles. We're going to get a complete 180 type of look now as we'll see the ground and pound attack from West Side against Marsh Valley. Marsh Valley coming out in almost a 4-4 look. End around, Brown will square up and throw. He's got a man open, that's Crusage. He catches it at the 45, down to the 30 and tackled by number 4, Christian Bastian. A huge pickup on the first play from scrimmage for the Pirate offense. The Eagles were expecting the run, as was I, and probably all of you. Brown fakes the end around, squares his feet, and finds Crusage out in a corner route. It was looking like a beauty. First down and 10 at the 29-yard line. Now they'll give it off to Shurtleff, and he bowls his way forward for a pickup of 5, right up the middle. 2nd down and 5 coming up at the 24-yard line. Almost into the red zone. Pirates after 2 plays. A huge passing pickup on the first play from scrimmage from the Pirate offense. Almost to pick up a 45 yards. Brown under center. Sage gets the end around out to his left. One block, makes another cut. Cuts out to the left, and he's tackled after first down yardage pickup down to the 13-yard line. Kind of did a dance around as he had a man out in front. His lead blocker, Parker Moser, doing the best that he can. First down and 10 from the 14-yard line. Brown will go under center again. Behind him is Shurtleff. Moser gets the sweep to the right, gets wrapped up and brought down immediately by number 30. Tough Solomon. 2nd down and 10 for the Pirates. Brown again under center. They're on the left hash. Crusade short motion, and here comes the penalty flags. False start called on the Pirates a little bit early by somebody on the offensive line, and they're going to march him back 5. 4 minutes remaining left in the first quarter. The Pirates in the red zone. 2nd down and 15. Clock will continue to roll. Brown will go under center again. 2 running backs offset to his right. Crusade motion into the slot. Brown steps back. He has pressure in his face immediately. Caught by Shirtliff in the flat. He goes forward. A pickup of 3 to the right side. Brown had to get that one away fast and quick as he turned around after the fake and the dive. He had pressure in his face immediately. From number 11, Alex Vaughn, I believe, as well as Bradley Belknap, who does it all. Quarterback, running back, outside linebacker, the senior, doing it for Marsh Valley. 3rd down and 12 coming up for the Pirates. They're going to go in the shotgun. Brown will hand it off to the right. Shirtliff gets wrapped up by the first man. That's Solomon. Or that's Belknap, excuse me. Hard to see the baby blue numerals. 4th down and 12 after no gain on that little handoff for Shirtliff. Pirates wanting to pick up a little bit of extra yardage, get a little bit closer, knowing that they were in 4-down territory. Didn't really pick up much of anything, and now they have to do double sticks. Brown in the gun. Steps back to throw, launches in the middle. He's got a man open. Moser, touchdown right down the pipe. And here comes the fireworks. Moser with his first receiving touchdown of the year. And that one will stand with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. First quarter, sorry. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Touchdown for Parker Moser. A 14-yard reception. Pirates trot out special teams unit. Point after attempt coming up here for Shirtliff. Puts his foot on the ground, and that ball goes into a laser right into the backside of the long snapper. No good. So it will remain 6-0. A 14-yard touchdown reception by Parker Moser from Eli Brown, and that is going to be the first points of the game. We'll take our first break here. Brought to you by Northern Title, our first quarter on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
We welcome you back here into the broadcast booth. The Pirates on their first opening drive offensively go the length of the field, sparked by a huge 45-yard reception by Crusade on the opening play. Kickoff for the Pirates. Air underneath it, and Vaughn's not going to get a chance to take it as he fields it about 4 yards in the end zone. Marsh Valley will go back out onto the field. They're down one possession, 6-0. On our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Shout out to all of our many friends that are listening in, whether it be over the airwaves or on mylocalradio.com, including friend of My Local Radio and friend of everybody in the community, Lyle Fuller. He's given me the thumbs up. Says that we sound all right. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Here we go, back out for the Eagles. 2:30 left in the first quarter. Belknap in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to either side. Running back offset to his right. Gets into the squat, grabs it, rolls out to his right, looks down the field, has a man out in the flat, and it's going to go right at his feet. That's intended for Vaughn. Off the mark. First down and 10. Second down and 10, excuse me, coming up after the incompletion. Belknap went on a dead sprint, and after the break, at the top of the route, Vaughn goes towards his own sideline, had some room and had some space, but the ball just kind of fell at his feet. Back into the same formation come the Eagles. Running back motions out to the near side for trips. Belknap out to his right, a quick one in for the intended receiver, coming back to the ball, a little wide receiver screen action, picking up 5. That's Godfrey. Third down and 5 on the right hash, 25-yard line, working out of their own side of the field. 2 minutes and ticking left here in the first quarter. In the gun, trips to the near side here. Belknap looks immediately to his left. They're going to launch it long, and Bastian has that ball right out of his reach. Sails it out into the west side bench. Right at the 40-yard line. 4th down and 5 now. And it's a quick 3 and out for the Eagles. Bradley Belknap, the quarterback and punter, at the 10-yard, his own 10-yard line. Gets into an athletic stance, calls for the snap, gets it right at the belly, steps into it. Nice punt, high. Sage comes up to try and grab it, but is a little bit late. It will take a Eagle bounce to the 39-yard line of the Pirates, and that's where it will stop. Pirates will roll out onto their side of the field for their second attempt offensively. Last attempt. The opening play was a huge throw from Brown for Cruz Sage, a 40-yard pickup. And after getting stuffed a few times in the run, they're going to go ahead and pass it to Moser, who caps that one off last time. Brown under center, first down and 10 from their own 39. Gives it off to Shirtliff off the right side. He's got a little bit of room. Gets to the second level. Picks up 5 after being brought down by the ankles by Belknap. Once the Pirates get to that second level, it's definitely harder to bring down those running backs who are taught by Moser and the coaching staff to just find that hole, get that space, and then lower the shoulder. Second down and 5 at the 44. Brown, near side motion, gives it to Shirtliff again, who makes one cut, stiff arm, and up to the 40-yard line, and he's tackled by a plethora of Eagles. First down for the Pirates, and a big pickup of 15. First down and 10 for the Pirates, now at the Eagle 40-yard line. Near into the right side hash. Colby Bowles, the lone wide receiver here on the near side. Brown has a little misdirection in the Eagles blitz and swallow up Moser for a loss of 4. I think a little bit of a counter play, and the Eagles were ready for it. They shot the gap, read the play well, blows it up for a TFL. Second down and 14 right after this. 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We'll see if the Pirates can get this off or if they're going to wait this one out. Looks like they're going to go for it. In the shotgun, Brown will roll out to his left, squares his shoulders, launch his way down the field. Moser in tight coverage. And incomplete out of Moser's hands, and that was really, really close. That was good coverage by Vaughn's. Alex Vaughn was right there next to Moser as he was streaking down the left side and right on top of the numerals on the left side. Second break coming up, back after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Back into the booth, the first quarter done and away. Now into the second we go. Westside up 6-0 over the Eagles of Aramo. Incompletion on the long 2nd down and 14. Back at it again. Brown will roll back, and he gets a little screen out to Moser. He's got daylight on the right side, makes a cut across Bastion at the 30. Up the middle he goes. Caught by the free safety, and that was the last man that could get him. Down to the 20-yard line, and a pickup of 25 or more. All the way down there. Into the red zone, the Pirates go. Timeout taken. It's an official timeout. After that play right out of the quarter break. Pirates knocking on the door again. And we get a little substitution for Marsh Valley. Wasn't sure what that was. I think they had to bring someone out. I don't know. Free safety substitution. Out trots number 9 for Marsh Valley. Not listed on my roster. I'm sure he's somewhere. Brown under center again. Flags and some laundry out on the field as the play developed immediately. False start on the Pirates. They'll march them back 5. First down and 15 after the penalty and the false start violation. Bowles and Sage will come in. Bring out Henderson. Brown will trot under his center. Near side motion, they'll give the sweep out to Sage. Spins off of the tackle, but wrapped up at the ankles. Minimal gain. Had a little bit more breathing room if he were able to get past Vaughn. Vaughn's been stingy on defense today, both in the defensive coverage portion, pass coverage portion, and coming up to stop the run. From the linebacker position. 2nd down and 13. Shirtliff behind Brown. Sage on the near side. Far side motion, they'll give it to him again. Cuts up the block, falls forward, ball comes out. Ball is out, and the Eagles fall on top of it. Right at the 15-yard line. Cruz Sage made a good initial first cut and then got caught right at the waist, hit the perfect breadbasket portion, and the ball came squirting out, came 3 yards forward, and the Eagle defensive backfield falls right on top of it. No real contest, and a turnover for the Pirates. Turnover, fumble recovery, and a sigh of relief. We'll see if the Eagles can capitalize. Belknap in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to his left, a running back to his right. They'll give the draw up the middle. Into the wall goes Vaughn, and he gets swallowed up after a gain of nothing. Almost, I might have been counting wrong, but I was missing somebody, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I was counting wrong out there. New personnel coming in for the Eagles. 2nd down and 10. Taking a little while in the choir huddle. New quarterback for Marsh Valley, number 9. 2 wide receivers to either side. He'll drop back, look immediately to his left. A little curl route. It's scooped up by Bastion. Gain of 4. And Bastian had to reach down real low to grab that one to the turf, or rather to the grass. No number 9 listed on our roster, unless I am blind, which is very possible.
He's a freshman,
Keaton Belknap. Rolling to his right, throwing and bouncing off the turf. Vaughn has to scoop it off of his ankles. Incomplete, 3rd down and 5 coming up. Bradley Belknap will come in for Keaton Belknap. They had a little bit of a switch up at the quarterback position. Wasn't sure if it was intended or part of the game plan, or if Bradley Belknap just needed a breath or something. 4th down and 5 into the punting position. Eagles cannot capitalize, go 3 and out. Big punt. Sage has to go back for it, scoops it at his own 30-yard line, cuts to his right, a stiff arm. Good one there. He goes out to the 40, and he's wrapped up out of bounds. Ball goes over the top of his head. That was a great punt by Belknap. Cruz Sage has to go back and grab it. Picks up 10 after a big stiff arm. Pirates in pretty good field position at their own 40. To pick up 60 now to score some more. 1st down and 10 on the right hash. 9:27 left here before halftime. Shirtlift behind Brown in the backfield. Moser and Sage either side, near side motion. They'll give it up to the draw for Shirtlift, and he gets eaten by the defensive line of the Eagles. Pickup of maybe 1. Garrett Robinson coming into the offensive huddle to give the play call. Pirates. Eagles have been stout defensively in their run game, just giving up a few passing plays. Brown gives it to Moser on the sweep to the left side, and Moser gets caught after a gain of 8. Down to the 48-yard line. Needs to get to midfield for a 1st down. Clock will continue to roll. 3rd down and 2. Overloaded the left side, and then Moser came from the far side, got the sweep, and had a couple lead blockers, lowered his shoulder, and picked up about 7 and 8. 3rd down and 2 under center. Brown gives the end around to Moser to the right side. He cuts up the field. Moser cuts back to the left. He's got space to the 30-yard line, 2 men to beat. Cuts across their face, back into the middle. Moser in a foot race and dives for the touchdown. Pirates with another one, and the 2nd one for Moser on the night. A 52-yard run play by Parker Moser, who did his best 100-meter dash, put on a little bit of the magic feet there, and got it. Pirates go up 12-0 over the Eagles with 8:08 left before halftime. Shirtlift trots out there for the PAT. A little bit of movement there as Cruz Sage put his arm out, and then the long snapper took a little bit of time to get that back there, and it causes the Eagles to jump. So the ball will move forward half the distance to the 1.5-yard line. So the West Side offense will go back out on the field, trying to make up for the missed PAT last time. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Brown under center, near side motion. Brown will give it right to Shirtlift. He goes, and he stood right up at the goal line. No good. Eagles defense stands on that one. I thought that Shirtlift thought for sure he was going to lower his shoulder and get in there, but a plethora of Eagles there to stop him. West Side up 12-0. 8:08 left here in the 2nd quarter. Back with some more right after this on 105.5 KACH and mylocalradio.com.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Back into more coverage of the second quarter. A 52-yard scamper by Parker Moser puts the Pirates up 12-0 over the Eagles of Marsh Valley. Shurtleff off the right hash will launch, and this one will be able to be fielded right at the 10-yard line by Belknap. He cuts up to the left, toes the sideline, and gets wrapped up right at the 27. There the Eagles will take over. And I have to check myself. Instead of number 9, it was number 8, Ezra Godfrey, the wide receiver. And we've got a Pirate down on the field. And we're going to take a timeout, and we'll take that. Hopefully our Jackson Beckstead will come back up and walk off the field. Back after this in just a second on 105.5 KACH.
Level 10 Life provides skilled, one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. Beckstead's going to go ahead and walk off the field, kind of favoring his left shoulder. We'll keep an eye on that as we move forward. 8:01 left here in the second quarter. First down and 10 from the 29-yard line. The Eagles need points. Want to get it before halftime. Belknap with trips out to his right. Goes right up the middle. Runs over one Pirate and goes forward for a gain of 6. Ralphs was there. Second down and 4 as the Eagles elected to spread out the West Side defense as much as they could. Went for the design quarterback draw right up the middle, and it picked up some good yardage for him. 12-0 on our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. They're going to spread out each side again. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Belknap will go the same play. Reads the defense, squirts out to the right, and is wrapped up and thrown out of bounds right at about the 47. That's a first down pickup. 2 design run plays for Belknap. And instead of using the arm, Belknap will use his legs to grab some offensive yardage. 4 yards away from getting into Pirate territory. And again, they're going to spread out the Pirate defense, but quite a few linebackers in the middle, not a whole lot of space. 6 in the box. They're going to go for the throw out to the left, and it's overthrowing his receiver, incomplete at the 20-yard line. He had his man open. That's Bastian going on that one-on-one coverage. And that's exactly the play that you need to do if you're the Eagles. The Pirates elected to go man across the board. Belknap goes with the quick little fade route to the left side of the field. Bastian had beat the coverage and just was overthrown. Second down and 10 from the 46-yard line. Empty, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Belknap steps up in the pocket, wrapped up by 3 Pirates and thrown over the shoulder. of Aaron McDaniel. The sack for McDaniel. 3rd down and 16. The Eagles now having to pick up double sticks type of yardage to get a 1st down. Back into the empty formation. Belknap trips to the near side of the field, gets the snap, drops back, 5-step drop, has pressure, steps up into the pocket, still on his feet, but then tackled, then wrapped up by Shirtliff. Belknap falls forward to the line of scrimmage. He's taken a little bit of a licking tonight. 4th down and 17 for the Eagles. Pirates elect to drop back into coverage but get pressure with 5. And they get home to the quarterback. Belknap will step back far to his own 25-yard line to punt, and the defense of the Pirates has been stingy, has continued their trend from the first 2 games of the year. Crew Sage at his 15-yard line skips off the turf. A line drive punt. Will 1-hop, 2-hop, 3-hop, out of bounds inside the 20-yard line to the 18. Good punt by Belknap. Possession swap, and out trots the West Side offense, who has been pretty efficient on the night with 2 scores, both capitalized and taken by Parker Moser. One off of a 14-yard reception up the middle on a little bit of a one-on-one on a linebacker out of the backfield, and the other one on a 52-yard scamper right up the middle. 5:04 left here on our scoreboard before halftime. Brown will go under center again, near side motion. And we get a false start again. That's the 3rd one of the night on the Pirates. And this is the time when I wish that we had the microphones on the white hat, because I want to know who's been doing it. Colby Bowles is going to be the proven guilty on the field. Back him up 5, 1st down and 15, and that's the 3rd false start of the first half for the Pirates. Same near side motion. Brown will roll, throw it out to the near side on that little out route for Crew Sage. He'll pick up 8. 2nd down and 7 coming up. .442. Down to the 22-yard line. 2nd down and 6. Brown. Far side motion, they'll give it up to Shirtliff up the middle and tackled right at the hips. Or is that Moser? I think that was Moser, maybe. I lost the number there. A dive right up the middle gets a gain of 2. 3rd down and 4 to go. I believe that was Shirtliff that got it last time. 12-0. 4 minutes before halftime. Brown gives the sweep to Moser. Gets to the 2nd level. Wrapped up, and the ball comes out again at the 35-yard line, and it looks like the Eagles fall on top of it. The Pirates have coughed up the football a few times tonight, and it's cost them penalties and turnovers, and it's let the Eagles stay in this game. Another fumble and another turnover recovered by Marsh Valley, and they are in Pirate territory at the Pirate 35-yard line. And if you are the Eagles, you've got to put this in the end zone right now. Considering how difficult it has been to move on this Pirate defense tonight, going into halftime, you have short field, you got to put it in. Shotgun with 2 running backs offset. from Belknap to the right on the right hash. And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Belknap. They're going to think about this. This is really critical time for the Eagles, and we'll take the timeout as well. Back after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Back into the action, near side motion from the Eagles. Designed quarterback run out there, and they're going to cut up the field. He's got a little bit of room. And the ball came out. Again, I mean, the ball's been slippery for everybody today, but it's going to be called dead after a pickup of about 6. Belknap sprinted immediately to his own sideline to the far side of the field. Looked like he was getting drawn out as far as he possibly could. Made one cut, picked up about 6, fell down. Ball came out after the whistle. That's going to be 2nd down and 4. You have to imagine that Coach Belknap had a series of plays intended to get into the end zone here. 3:14 left before halftime. Belknap with 2 wide receivers to either side, a running back to his right. Stops, quick, gets up the field, and he's caught and wrapped up, and a flag comes out in the area of holding. We'll see. Laundry right at the 30-yard line. Holding will be called on the Eagles. Their first penalty of the night, and that marches them back. 10 yards from the point of the foul. Gets it all the way back to the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 15 now. Clock will roll after the penalty. Under 3 minutes. Offense looks a little bit confused. Wide receiver comes all the way out, and we're getting some signals. Choir huddle coming out late for the Eagles. In the shotgun again, Belknap will drop back. He's got a running back to block for him. A pass caught at the 15-yard line. Vaughn will streak all the way down to the 2. And that is a huge pickup of 38 yards after a smash route on the near side of the field. Belknap squared his shoulders, found his man, and he brings it all the way down, almost to the goal line, back to the 2. 1st down and goal for the Eagles. Clock under 2.5 minutes, and the Eagles want to push this thing in. I think the ball's marked down at the 3. Empty. 3 wide receivers to the left, to the right. Belknap will take it himself, and he drops the football. Falls down at the 5-yard line. He got a little bit over anxious. Got his chest and feet out in front of him before the ball actually got to him, almost. Falls down, 2nd down and goal from the 5. Now this is a huge test for both teams here. Absolutely essential points for Marsh Valley. And if the defense can hold for Westside, a story to behold. Belknap in the gun. Will roll and throw to pass. He's got Vaughn out in the flat. Out and overthrows him. Just out there to the left. Vaughn came out of the backfield, came on kind of an arrow route to the far side, was towing the goal line, and the ball just out in front of him a little too far. 3rd down and goal from the 5. I thought that was a great idea, taking that one-on-one against the backer out there, had the space, the ball just a little bit too far out in front. And here we go. We get some cheers from the West Side faithful in the stands. 1 wide receiver to the right, 3 to the left. Motion from the slot. They'll go into the doubles. Belknap cuts off a 1 block, and it doesn't fool the rest of the defense. Gets to maybe the original line of scrimmage. 4th down and goal from the 5. Eagles elect to go and run to the near side of the field on the short side, and the Pirates just swarm. There was just a wall of them. Nowhere to go. Decision time for Coach Belknap. Personally, I think that you'll probably call a timeout, come up with a play call to get this thing in the end zone. You need a touchdown. You need points. He's going to run and bleed the clock. Maybe. No, the offense will go out onto the field. They're lining up in position. Belknap in the shotgun. They're going to snap it. Rolls to his left. Has a man, and it's partially blocked and deflected at the line and away. Turnover on downs. The West Side defense holds in stellar fashion at the goal line to stand. And I thought for sure that Marsh Valley was going to call some sort of timeout, but no, they wanted to go with the look that they had. And it's partially blocked by the defensive line of the Pirates. 31 seconds left before halftime, and they're going to probably remain 12-0. Trying to look around this bar in the booth, and now we get a timeout taken by Marsh Valley. We'll take that quick breather, come back for the conclusion of the second quarter here after this on mylocalradio.com and 105.5 KACH.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
31 ticks of the clock before halftime. Pirates strut out there. Brown will go under center at his own 5-yard line, give it up the middle for Shurtleff, and he's got quite a bit of room. One cut and a stiff arm gets all the way down to the sticks, and the clock will stop. The West Side takes the timeout. We'll take that one more timeout, come back for the rest of the action here on mylocalradio.com and 105.5 KACH.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. Back here again, 2 timeouts remaining for the Pirates, 1 left for Marsh Valley. 2nd down and inches at the 15-yard line. Brown will give it to Moser here on the left side. He cuts off the back of his lead blocker, high steps and gets tripped up after a gain of 9. Moving the sticks again. West Side will take another timeout. We'll keep it here. as what we've seen so far from both teams has been a big success rate in terms of passing for Westside. Marsh Valley seems to be anticipating the run a few times, and the big plays on the evening have come off of some big passing plays. The first one from scrimmage in the offense for Westside goes for a gain of about 40. And then the other highlight play, a 52-yard run from Parker Moser right at midfield, all the way up the middle. 100-meter dash type of stuff. Westside's up 12-0 over Marsh Valley, and the timeouts come liberally here in the last minute from both teams. The Westside defense makes a huge stand after almost a 50-yard pickup on the pass from Belknap to Vaughn, all the way down to the 3, and Westside makes a big 4-play stand. Brown in the shotgun. He'll roll to his left, has a lot of time, thought about it, throws it for Moser, and he gets it right behind Vaughn, and they'll go right to the 49-yard line, and he gets out of bounds too. Threading the needle. Brown to Moser. 11 seconds left before halftime. Brown wanted to go a little bit deeper with that throw, decided to eat it and come underneath for a mid-level one. Moser right at the 49-yard line. Brown and a little reverse trickery for Crew Sage. Sage gets wrapped up after a gain of 4. 5 seconds left, and the final timeout from Westside. We'll come back here after this quick break. 105.5 KACH.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, showtimes, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Back for what should be the last play of the half. Brown will go under center right at his own 47-yard line. Straight back to pass, steps up in the pocket, wrapped up and sacked by the Eagles, and that will stifle the attempt the Pirates had in getting some points at the very end there. And that will bring us to our halftime coverage right after this. The Pirates up 12-0 over the Marsh Valley Eagles on our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Some cool highlight plays, some great defensive play, and the defensive shutout still intact on the year. We'll see how that goes. Back with more right after this on 105.5 KACH, mylocalradio.com, 1340 AM.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Welcome back to our halftime coverage today. I am Cody Olsen, voice of the West Side Pirates. Here we go as we get a nice little shot of our halftime entertainment, the drill team here for West Side doing what they do. Great routine that they've got going on, and now they got the music to figure it out. We had a little bit of technical difficulties last week, not the case this week, and a huge applause for them. Round two, I guess, is we get more halftime coverage here. West Side will be over the Marsh Valley Eagles 12-0, thanks to our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Our halftime show today brought to you by Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with the life coaching sessions provided by Level 10 Life. Kyle Lishman and the trained professionals at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next level, reach your potential, find what you want to do. Anything that you need, whether you're trying to work on health goals, whether you're feeling stuck in a rut in life, sit down and have a little bit of a chat, a conversation. Find out how you could unlock your full potential and get what you want and achieve your vision with Level 10 Life. Halftime score, Westside 12, Marsh Valley 0. A little look at the standings at the 2A Southeast Idaho Conference. Aberdeen, undefeated at 2-0, tied with Westside at the top of the division. Bear Lake 1-1, Malad 1-1 as well, and Soda Springs 1-2. Westside receiving 7 first-place votes in the coaches poll for the entire conference of 2A. Kellogg getting one of those votes. They're tied for third. North Fremont at number 2. Some of the players that were players to watch tonight that we elected to crown. Bradley Belknap doing it a lot with his legs tonight. He's been kind of held in check other than a few big throws, which have been key for the Eagles, but have been doing it with his legs. He's really put his shoulder down. He's bullied his way forward. He's tried to read the defense, and when one aspect of his game is kind of maybe a little bit, I wouldn't say rusty, but really getting clamped down on and focused on by the Pirate defense, he'll say, fine, I'll use my legs, I'll run with it. And that's been benefiting the Eagles quite a bit tonight. Ezra Godfrey, as well as Vaughn, really catching those passes and back there for the Eagles tonight. They've been an offensive threat, also doing it defensively. The Pirates tonight, although up 12-0, have had more opportunities to score, and they've been maybe held back. I would say definitely held back tonight by coughing up the football twice. 2 fumbles tonight and a couple penalties have really kind of put the Pirates in a bad position right behind the 8 ball. And they've had a hard time coming over that. I'm sure that is what's going to be discussed in the locker room by Coach Moser. Will not want to see that in the second half. We'll touch up on that on our coaches show, I'm sure, next week. We'll come back for our stats portion and some things that each team can do in order to come out and maybe get back on top of this and what we've seen so far. Thank you for joining us on mylocalradio.com as well as on KACH 105.5 1340 AM. We'll come back for more Westside Pirate football right after this.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Welcome back to our halftime coverage tonight, brought to you by Level 10 Life. Reach your next level with life coaching sessions provided by Kyle Lishman and the trained professionals at Level 10 Life. It's now time to usher in our halftime stats today, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. That's Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Let Brittany and Brayden protect the things which matter most in your life with their custom insurance plans provided by Farm Bureau Insurance. Tonight, some highlight plays that we want to recognize as part of our stats portion. Very short-handed stats, but Parker Moser tonight flirting with a large amount of rushing yards. Right now, with his addition of the 52-yarder, a highlight play there with 8:08 left in the second quarter, Moser is getting close to about 100 yards rushing tonight, and he's been stellar for the Westside Pirates, nabbing both of the scores on our stat sheet. One off of a 14-yard reception pass from Eli Brown, and one off of a little sweep and a counter scurry for him right up the middle. They were working from their own side of the field at the 48 and went all the way 52 yards, got some great blocking, and did a little bit of fancy footwork on his own. Goes up for the score. That will put the Westside Pirates up 12-0. As for the Eagles, they had an opportunity late with about a minute and a half left. A 52-yard pass from Belknap to Vaughn. And and he gets all the way down to the 3-yard line, to the goal line almost, of the Pirates. And 4 plays push them back 2 yards. And they get stifled in a turnover on downs. The defensive shutout and the pattern for the Pirates, defensive prowess has remained, and that was one of the highlights of the day, or tonight rather, for the Pirates, protecting their own goal line all the way at their own 3-yard line after a big pickup, getting behind the defensive coverage there. Eagles right now, when we talk a little bit about things that the team can do in order to adapt, right now, the Pirates playing very good defensively, and I feel as though that the running attack, spreading them out as much as they can, you have an option right here. When you go into empty, when you have 3 wide receivers to one side, 2 to the other, you're spreading out the defensive backs as far as possible, and the Pirates put 6 in the box. You have to take those one-on-one matchups. You have to trust your receiver and your quarterback connection to make those one-on-one plays, because that will spread out and cause Westside maybe to sit back in a zone that they don't want to. Now, if you line up an empty again and Westside drops back, use Belknap to run. He uses his feet very, very well. He reads the holes very well. And I think it's just a one-read thing right there. That has been the bread and butter that has been pretty consistent for Marsh Valley tonight. And I think if they go with that, they're going to be able to gain some yards and get some points up on the board. For the Westside Pirates, on the other side, I would say, hold on to the ball. That would definitely help. Number one, silly penalties, obviously. These are things that can be cleaned up, and I'm sure they're being addressed in the locker room. But if the Pirates go forward, no turnovers in the second half, it's hard to imagine a scenario wherein with this offense, them eating the clock, them gaining yards, moving the sticks pretty consistently, it's going to make it incredibly difficult for Marsh Valley's offense to get the yards and the points needed in order to come back, even though it is 12-0. Not a huge difference whatsoever. Limit the turnovers, no penalties. I think you're golden. I think you're moving forward with 3 wins on the year. But if you don't, and you continue to turn over the ball at the rate that they were in the first half, and Marsh Valley is able to read the defense and the box, and Belknap is able to connect on those one-on-ones, you're looking at a completely different game. So those are the adjustments for either team from my amateur eye up here in the booth. And we'll see what we can do moving forward. And that has been our halftime stat show brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Back after this with a little bit more and into the third quarter as we are about 3 minutes away on mylocalradio.com, 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, Westside Pirate Football.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Coming back here out onto the field, the Westside Pirate football team. Getting their nice little trot out from the northeast side of the end zone. Things to look out for and things to watch. I believe I saw Jackson Beckstead out of pads and into civilian clothes after he was helped off the field after the kickoff in the second quarter after the score from Parker Moser. Owen Nilsson also in civilian clothes. No sling, however, after he broke a collarbone last week. Some key injuries and some headlines that we'll keep an eye on for sure. Marsh Valley getting their warm-up on their own side of the field at the 50-yard line. Some things that we haven't touched up on quite yet. You know, Alex Vaughn and Bradley Belknap earned all-conference honors last year at wide receiver and defensive back, running back and linebacker respectively. And they did a really good job, and they've been key. They've been key to the success of the Eagles tonight. Just to recap our adjustments right now. For the Eagles, I think that the empty formation has done them wonders. If you go out in the 3-by-2 and you see 6 players in the box for Westside, you've got to trust the one-on-one. You've got to trust the one-on-one connection and that you can make that throw and try and make Westside play honest. Now, when Westside drops back into that coverage and brings people out of the box and gets those linebackers to drop back, you got to use your legs, and you got to get that delayed draw. You got to use Belknap's legs. You got to get things going there. That is your offensive key and the one read that I think will really help Marsh Valley tonight. Westside, stay away from the turnovers, stay away from the penalties. Let's bleed out this clock, get some things going there, and they're going to be golden and dandy. And that's what we're going to need. As we get ready for the start of the third quarter, we're going to go ahead and dip into the live camera coverage. 12 minutes put out on the clock. And the Pirates, just to recap, elected to defer after they won the coin toss. I believe they've won all 3 on the year. If if my memory serves me correct. Yeah, they lost last week, and it shows you what I know. 2-1 in coin tosses this year, but they're going to get the ball to start the second half. Huddled up on each side of the field. Love to thank our sponsors, including West Motor Company, Stokes Market and True Value, Milestone Timber Works, Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, and Papa J's Deli and Beef Jerky, as well as Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. I don't know why that was a tongue twister for me right there. That shouldn't have been. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, your one-stop shop in Preston for all your car part needs. Sponsors our third quarter tonight. Love to thank all of you joining us on the broadcast. It looks as though our internet has held pretty decently tonight. I'll knock on wood right here. Eagles will kick off Belknap. Ball situated right in the middle between the hashes at the 40-yard line. Waiting for the whistle. Whistle is good. Belknap setting up, and he'll get the running start at it. Big right foot. Ball kind of clipped up in the air, fielded, and it'll take a hop, and the Eagles can hop on it if they want to. Takes a bounce back to the Eagles, and they fall on top of it. I think it was an unintentional onside kick. I mean, that ball just skied right there, died right behind Easton Shirtliff, and he thought it was going to roll backwards. Instead, it takes a backwards roll back to the Eagles, and the Pirates weren't ready for it, and the Eagles fall on it at the Pirate 30-yard line. So much for deferring for the second half. Marsh Valley will take over, and they're in another really good position. Great field position, that is, to score and get some points going and make this a little bit closer ball game. All right. Spread formation, 2 wide receivers to either side. Belknap getting some signals to his receivers to either side. Right foot offset backwards. And we're going to delay of game. And I didn't get any indication of that. The clock was running down. I saw Belknap looking backwards to the white hat. But I didn't see anything. But I'm way up here in the booth. So they're going to march him back 5 yards, first down and 15. Not what you wanted if you were the Eagles at all. And it looks like Beckstead is out there after he kind of got dinged up in the second quarter. That's good to hear for the Pirates. Belknap, a little short curl, completed for a 5-yard gain to Bastian. Christian Bastian. They've been going to that little curl route right there. I mean, back in the good old glory days when I played, I mean, it's just a simple read. You see the linebacker or the DB playing off of you that far, you just go 5 yards, turn around, and it's an easy 5-yard pickup, and that's what they do there. 2nd down and 9 at the 30-yard line for the Eagles. Long ball out to the right side, high pointed and caught. Yes, complete for the huge reception in the pickup, all the way down to the 4-yard line. That squared his feet, blind throw of faith, and that is just a high point, great grab by Vaughn, the receiver for Marsh Valley. And 2 plays. Bam, bam, down to the 4-yard line for the Eagles. Offset running backs to the right of Belknap. He'll get the snap, roll out to his right. They're going to the short side of the field, and he kind of squirts through one tackle. Gets maybe past the sticks, perhaps. Not far, not anywhere close to the goal line, however. He'll pick up 1, maybe. Marsh Valley electing to go towards the short side of the field when they're on the right hash. Wanting to use Belknap's legs. 2nd down and goal from the 3. Another offset backs to his right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Belknap with the delayed handoff up the middle. Here goes the running back diving for the goal line, and he's in. That's Vaughn, the score for the Eagles. And the Eagles score after the onside kick recovery. He gets it. And that's the first points that an opponent has scored on West Side all year long. 6-12 with the PAT pending for the Eagles. Marsh Valley after a huge passing pickup. And we had one too many people in there. Sprinting off the field comes one Eagle, and they're going to go snap it. Snap is down, kick is up, and a stoppage right before the start of the play. And we get a delay of game again. That's 2 delay of games on the Eagles on this drive. Twice the Eagles have been called for the delay of game, and the kicker went wide right on it. So he gets another chance, just a little bit farther out. This PAT snap will start at the 8-yard line and will be kicked from the 15. It's almost a 25-yard field goal. Belknap gets blocked. No good on the PAT attempt, and that will do it. Marsh Valley scores on their little onside kick recovery at the end of that. Back into it after this. In the third quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 105.5 KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Back into the third quarter we go, and right on cue, right after halftime, our cell coverage giving us a little bit of of fits. It's not you, it's us. I'm sorry if that brings up hard feelings. It's not you guys, it's us. It's our internet. If it's anything like last week, the internet will come back pretty strong in a couple minutes there. So bear with us. Belknap will kick off after the score on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Marsh Valley 6, West Side 12. This one's short. Shirtlift scoops it up. Cut out to his right side. Gets in front of some blockers. Sheds off a couple tacklers, and he carries 5 or 6 Eagles down to the 45-yard line. West Side will take over on their first chance offensively. In a close one here in Dayton. Hopefully our audio will still remain here. Our video should come back in just a minute. Brown under center with 2 backs behind him. He'll drop back, gets a block from Moser, but it will go and they'll fight through it. The Eagles sack Brown. That's Vaughn, who's been the absolute MVP for the Eagles tonight. A sack brings back the Pirates 8 yards, second down and 18, coming up from their own 37-yard line. Vaughn came through almost untouched until he met Brown in the backfield. Moser tried to shake him off. Brown under center. They'll give it up for Shirtlift? No, to Moser for a gain of 1. Just a quick little dive out to the right side between the guard and the tackle to the right. Third down and 16 coming up for West Side. 9 minutes left in the third quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Cruz Sage, far side motion. Brown will roll that way. Overthrows Sage out of his reach, out to the left. Fourth down coming up for the Pirates. Three and out. And we've got a football game going on here. Marsh Valley's made it interesting after recovering an onside kick. They score. Shurtleff with his cleats firmly planted at his own 27-yard line. Back to receive, Vaughn. Snap goes to the top of Shurtleff. He has to pick it up quickly, and he rolls out to his right. He has a little bit of room, has one man to beat, but gets pushed out of bounds. And that's going to be a loss of 4 from the original line of scrimmage, and the Eagles in West Side territory once again for the second time early in this third quarter. They'll take it over at the 34-yard line. We've seen 2 long snaps, one for each team, go over the head of the punter. And both times it's worked to the disadvantage of West Side. As on this one, Shurtleff tried to get back to the line of scrimmage after getting caught in some trouble. Belknap with 3 wide receivers to the wide side of the field, the running back offset to his right. Looks, drops back in 5, steps up, and gets whacked. Ball comes out. Jackson Beckstead stripped it away on the strip sack. And the Eagles fall down on top of it. Second down and a loss of 6. Beckstead has gotten home a few times. Second down and 15 for the Eagles as Belknap dropped back and hitched, took 2 steps up into the pocket and got whacked. Ball came free, but the Eagles fall down on top of it. Splits to either side, 2 wide receivers either way. Belknap throws it into the dirt, intended for Vaughn in the flat to the right. Third down and 15 coming up. Ball located at the 39-yard line. 8:08. And the thing about this passing attack of the Eagles is, you know, it stops the clock. At the end of the day, the clock is not moving like Westside probably wants it to. They try and bleed this thing on offense as much as they can, but when the Eagles have the ball, even if they have an incompletion, clock stops. 3 wide receivers to the far side in front of their own bench. Offset to the right is the running back. Belknap gets low for the snap, steps up, gets whacked. Ball up for grabs in the air, and it's caught by the Eagles. 15-yard line, and that was a Hail Mary prayer. Caught. And that was a shot that Belknap took right in the ribs. I mean, he took it like a champ. Clock will continue to roll. New yards, a new set of downs after the pickup. And the adjustment that we talked at halftime, the Eagles are doing exactly that. Trusting the one-on-ones, spreading out the defense, and it's working. 2 wide receivers far out to the left, 1 wide receiver on the right side. Belknap will drop back to pass, has to get it out quick. Ball deflected away, PBU by Colby Bowles. Gets up the signature incomplete sign. Gotta love that. Not really pertinent to the game, but the moon has risen above the mountains on the east side of the valley with the smoky air. It has a nice little red hue, making a clear night. It's a little bit colder as well. Belknap, second down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Motion to the far side. That's Bastian. They'll do the draw up the middle, and he's eaten alive in the backfield. TFL for Gunderson. Splits right up the A gap, and he just meets the running back as he's getting the handoff. Third down and 12 at the 17. Gunderson read the play, stepped right up in the gap, and just met the running back in the backfield. So in 4-down territory, I assume, for the Eagles. They're trying to go for the tie or the lead at this point. 3 wide receivers out to the left, pressure in the face of Belknap. He goes out to the left for Vaughn, and he catches it for the touchdown. A strike into the left corner of the end zone. And a little bit of a gasp from the West Side faithful here in the stands. That was a bullet from Belknap to Vaughn in the left corner of the end zone. And he catches it, and we have a tie ball game, 12-12, just like that. The passing game coming alive for the Eagles. PAT pending. The Eagles can go for 1 and go up by 1. Belknap waiting for the snap. Ball is down, skips off the ground. It goes up, and it's through the uprights and good. Marsh Valley takes the lead here in Dayton after 2 quick scores in the third quarter. Passing game starting to come alive for the Eagles, just exactly as we talked about it at halftime. We'll come back after this for more action. We'll see what Westside can do to respond right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Back into the action, kickoff from the Eagles to the right side, fielded by the Pirates. Crusade will come across to the near side, trying to get a block, has an alley, cuts back out to the left into a tackler and rolls his way all the way to the 48-yard line. A huge pickup, and we've got a flag located right at the 29. We'll wait to see what the call is, and they're pointing the way of the Pirates. And a huge return by Crusade is going to get backed up after a penalty here. We'll get the official call, but our line judge on the far side was pointing the way of the Pirates. Blindside block, I believe, on the Pirates. It will be 1st down and 10. Ball will get marched all the way to the 14-yard line. So a difference of 36 yards. Pirates take over 1st down and 10 from the 14. They got to get points, and they got to go the length of the field. Shirtlift will go out to the right side. Near side motion. Crusade will take it. One stiff arm, and he gets out to the 21-yard line on the right side sweep. Pickup of 9, 8 maybe? Now it's crunch time for the Pirates. 6:13 left here in our third quarter. Brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. And we got a injured Eagle out onto the field. Pirates will come over to the near side. And they'll take a quick break. We'll come in, we'll take it as well. Back after this on 105.5 KACH.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Back into the third quarter. Christian Bastion gets up quick, and another flag, and the fourth false start of the night called on the Pirates. Wow. They're going to march the Pirates back after a false start. Second down and 6 instead of second down and 1. Had to do quick math in my head here. Brown under center at the 16-yard line. Up the hole goes Moser. He makes one man miss, and he's off to the races. He's at midfield, racing down to chase him. I don't think anybody's going to get him. All the way he will go. 5-10, touchdown, Pirates. Cue the fireworks. Parker Moser, not 1, not 2, make it 3 for the man tonight. He's done fantastic and takes the lead back for the Pirates. 18-13, my goodness. Moser was an 82-yard run, 5:14. 82-yard run, 81-yard run. In the third quarter, and the Pirates are going to go for 2. Parker Moser goes for 81 yards to the house. We'll give it off to Crusade. He'll go in for the 2-point conversion. That is good. Pushing it to 20. And a little bit more breathing room for the Pirates. Parker Moser. I mean, looking like a track star out there. An 81-yard run. And that puts him well above 100 yards on the night. He'll go up quite a bit, decent amount. We'll go ahead, take a quick break, come back to you with more statistics on that right after this on mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Back into our third quarter today, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Parker Moser, not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns on the night attributed to him, and he takes back, rips the momentum away from the Eagles and the lead with 5:14 left, 20-13 on our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Shirtlift waiting for the A-OK from our near side line judge. Whistle is blown. Low kick. It's going to take one hop, and Vaughn will have it skip past him to his right into the end zone for a touchback. Parker Moser with just absolute speed. Speed kills in this game, and when you get him out in space. Montpelier update score. 21-14 over Firth in Bear Lake. I feel like I'm peeking over a desk over it. Bear Lake over Firth. That's a developing story right there. 5:14. left in the third quarter. Choir huddle for Marsh Valley, and they're taking a little bit of time here. And they're going to take a timeout. Timeout, Marsh Valley. We'll take a breather on our own as well. Right back after this on 105.5 KCH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
After the timeout, Coach Jeff Belknap will send his offense back out onto the field. So after two scores by Marsh Valley and taking the lead, 13-12, Westside comes back. Far side motion, that's Belknap. A little delayed draw, and he gets swallowed up in the backfield by the defensive line of Westside. Dylan Ralphs there. .455 remaining. Belknap generaling his offense will send wide receivers two to each side with a running back offset to his left in the gun. Gets the snap low, looks out to his right, has it partially tipped at the line. Jackson Beckstead gives the signal that he was there, falls incomplete. 3rd down and 10 coming up. More coming for Marsh Valley. A 34-game winning streak on the line tonight for the Pirates. Marsh Valley connecting on the passes in the second half so far. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Many in the box. A long pass out to the right, and it's intercepted at the 40-yard line. Lincoln Henderson just waits for it. Fields it like an outfielder in baseball, just kind of tiptoes out of bounds, and that is an interception and a turnover for the Pirates. One that's needed, maybe perhaps some more space and some breathing room as they take over at the Eagle 40-yard line. Yep. Unfortunately, our scoreboard cam gets a little bit funky in the second half. 4:27 left under center Brown. Motion near side. That's Crusade right up the middle. Shirtlift, he got room, and he breaks one tackle, is in a race to the end, and he gets caught by the shoestring tackle. Oh, man. Shoestring tackle by the free safety of Marsh Valley. Down at the 1-yard line, Easton Shirtlift. Brown with 2 yards to go. Far side motion, they'll give it back to Shirtlift, but he can't make up the difference. Swallowed in the backfield. Loss of 1. So Westside made a goal line stand earlier in the game. Can the Eagles do it themselves to keep this within arm's reach? Colby Bowles will strut out onto the field. Gives the play call to the quarterback, Eli Brown. Brown Motion near side, Shurtleff. They're going to give it to him twice in a row, 3 times, and he gets in for the touchdown. Easton Shurtleff. Mark it. Boom. 3:24 left. A 3-yard rush from Easton Shurtleff. 26-13. PAT coming up. Third quarter, 3:24. Snap is down, kick is up. Through the uprights. It was touched, but it was good. We'll come back after this and these messages on 105.5 KACH, Westside Pirate Football, mylocalradio.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
After the 3-yard dive from Easton Shurtleff, the Pirates go up 27-13 on the Les Schwab scoreboard. Shurtleff will kick off. That one will be low to the ground, scooped up by Vaughn at the 5-yard line. He goes up to the middle, cuts to the right. Wrapped around the hips and brought down at the 24-yard line. Eagles, after 2 big scores early in the third quarter, have been outscored now after 2 scores by Westside. 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 an 81-yard rushing sprint by Parker Moser and a 3-yard touchdown rush by Easton Shurtleff. They went to Shurtleff 3 times after he got caught. Shoestring tackle down to the 2. Gave it to him twice, and on the second attempt, he punches it in for the score. 8:49 here tonight. 2 wide receivers to either side for Belknap. He'll get it. Look quickly to his left. All alone, caught at the 30-yard line, cutting up the field is Bastian. Swarmed and tackled, but not after he gets the first down. Down to the 35. North Fremont and Malad. North Fremont is over Malad 50-14. North Fremont, number 2 in the coaches' power rankings on idahosports.com this week. Trips to the near side here. Wide receiver close in on the far side. Belknap will get it. Look to his left. Has pressure. Rolls to his right. Gets around 1 tackle. He's got a little bit of daylight. He's got room. Tackled after stretching on the sideline for the first down. Clock will roll, but I believe he stretched and got that first down, unless he stepped out of bounds. Nope, 2nd down and 1. Must have stepped on the line just before he crossed. Good pickup by Belknap to take it into his own hands and put it on his feet. Scrambles to his right. Got that first down, 2nd down and 1 at the 45-yard line, right hash. Trips to the open side of the field, near side. Single receiver on the far side. Belknap will look to his left immediately. A little short little cross over the middle. That's Vaughn. He catches the slant, goes forward and dives for a gain of 11. Passing yards, racking for Marsh Valley. First down into Pirate territory. 1:39 left here in our third quarter. Before we get into our Papa J's beef jerky and deli fourth quarter. 2 wide receivers to the near side of the field, 2 offset running backs to the right. Belknap will throw it backwards for his intended man, and he'll get wrapped up for a loss of 7. Almost 8 yards. A backwards pass for his running back out to the right. Gunderson was there, as well as Robinson. Second down and 18 coming up for the Eagles at their own 47-yard line as they've gone back into their own territory. Split wide receivers, 2 on each side. Running back flip-flops to Belknap's left. He'll get the snap, look to his right, drop back 5 steps, huck it down the field, and a flag will come out, batted away, and they're going to get a west side defender coming in a little bit early, and that's Henderson. And that was a bang-bang play, and I thought perhaps from my eye that it was just a tad early. And they'll march the ball forward 16 yards, 15 yards that is. Second down and 2 from the west side 36-yard line. Empty set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Belknap all alone in the gun. Got one running back, or run linebacker, that Shirtliff. He drops back, throws the slant. Coming back for the ball. It was behind the intended receiver. Incomplete, dropped for the freshman. Belknap. Third down and 2, facing the Eagles. 18.9 seconds left in the third quarter. Belknap will get it, roll out, an intended run. He's going to try and get the first down yardage. Wrapped up by Shirtliff and thrown over his shoulder, and he didn't get it. Picked up 1. He picked up half the yardage needed. 4th down and 1 at the 35-yard line. And you can imagine that this is 4-down territory for the Eagles, and they have time to think about it as this is the end of the third quarter. End of the third quarter, we'll go into our fourth quarter, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli in downtown Clifton, Idaho. Back after this on 105.5 KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Into the fourth quarter we will go, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli in Clifton, Idaho. Might be my biased opinion, but it's pretty gosh darn good beef jerky, if you ask me. Got to go try it right in downtown Clifton. And if you're out there, go and try their roast beef sandwiches in their deli. Oh, so good. So good. Fourth quarter now, West Side up 27-13 over top of the Eagles of Marsh Valley. Eagles have the ball, 4th down and 1 at the 35-yard line of the Pirates. They got to get 1 yard. Belknap will take the direct snap and go forward, and he'll fall right at the sticks. And you betcha we're going to stop the time and get this measurement, I'm sure. I mean, it was close. Right on the sticks. Right in the middle of the field. Belknap's legs got cut up from underneath him. He fell forward. First down, says our white hat. New sticks new opportunities for the Eagles. First down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Needed 1 yard, got exactly 1 yard. Eagles not out of it quite yet. They're down 15. Two wide receivers to either side. Belknap will get the snap, look to his right. Throws the long ball down the right side, overthrows his intended man. That's number 8, Ezra Godfrey. Second down and 10 coming up, 11:28. Godfrey has to take the long jog back to the huddle as he sprinted 40 yards down into the end zone. Had it overthrown and he has to come all the way back. 34-yard line, second down and 10. Motion from Vaughn across the face of the defense, out to the far side. Belknap will step back, has pressure, goes into the middle. It's caught by Bastian right at the sticks to the 24-yard line. And our line judge on the near side says yes, yes, yes. First down yardage for the Eagles. Full moon rising over Lyle S. Henderson Field in Dayton. Les Schwab scoreboard reading 27-13 with the Pirates on top. Eagles driving though. New set of downs. Trips to the right side. Belknap drops forward, drops his shoulder, goes over the middle, just over the top of his intended man right in the middle. Colby Bowles in the area. Second down and 10 coming up. Trying to open up the passing lanes, and the receivers for Marsh Valley have found themselves open, has their hands on the ball, but it just kind of went right through, slipped through the fingers of the intended receiver. Second down and 10 at the Pirate 24-yard line. Split look, spread. Running back motions out to the far side. Belknap will come to the near side, get it to his man. Godfrey's wrapped up at the ankles and brought down. Good open field tackle there by Gunderson. Godfrey, dangerous in space, and Gunderson there to wrap him up right with 1 foot. Kind of spun around in a circle, third down and 11, actually a loss of 1. $10:26 left in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli in Clifton, Idaho. Trips to the open side of the field, one wide receiver to the near side. Signs given to his receivers out on the left. Motion to the near side from the slot position, that's Vaughn. He'll cut up the field, gets back into the position to pass. Launch to duck up in the air, and it is through the hands of the intended man and incomplete in the back of the end zone. That's the freshman Belknap. No. Corbin Bastian, that is, excuse me. The junior, 5'7", one of the twins. Fourth down and 11. And that pass was open, absolutely. Bastian almost hit his head on the goalpost. Belknap will grab it, go back into his progression, and it's over his intended man, incomplete, right at the 20-yard line for Bastian. Turnover on downs, and the Pirates now get to do the dirty work and try and run out this clock. 9:57 left in our fourth quarter. Brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky, world-class jerky in small town USA. Brown will head out onto the field. With this squad of Pirates, find himself under center at about the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 working out of their own side of the field. Gives it up the middle for Shirtliff. Gets to the second level, shakes off one man at the 40-yard line, rolls forward almost to midfield to the 49. Shirtliff, very good at getting to that second level. And if you make one man miss at the second level, then you're really cooking with gasoline. And they're going to move him back a little bit farther than what I thought. 47-yard line exactly. 9.5 minutes left before the end of the game. Marsh Valley made it interesting, scoring twice early on in the third quarter. Actually took the lead at one point. West side gets the direct snap out to Shirtliff, right side of the handoff, and he gets up to the free safeties and has to be dragged down by 6 different Eagles down to the 40-yard line, first down yardage. And you can tell that the downhill running, the power running of Easton Shirtliff has done a number on the defense of the Eagles. You only want to catch that amount of weight downhill running so many times, and I think it's finally opening up bigger holes for the Eagles. Brown with 2 running backs behind him. They'll give it to Moser, left side, cuts up to the middle, up to the right, has some speed down the sideline to the 15, brought down to the 10. Knocking on the door once again, midway through the fourth. 8:45. First down and 10, gets down to the 11. Rushing totals between Shirtliff and Moser tonight, sky high. Crusade will motion out to the right. Shirtliff's got a huge hole, and the Red Sea opens. He'll sprint up the middle, and that's his second one of the night. And what you can imagine is the dagger for the Pirates tonight. 33-13. Shirtliff. And, just the constant grind and grit and drive. Dive, and Shirtliff does all the hard work and gets rewarded with the touchdown at the end. PAT. Down, Shirtliff toes it through the uprights and good. 34-13, breaking it open. The Pirates up on top with 8:21 left in the fourth quarter. Papa J's Beef Jerky sponsoring our fourth quarter tonight. We'll be back after this on 105.5 KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa J's Beef Jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa J's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa J's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa J's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Sweet Caroline and sweet, sweet singing heard from the West Side stands. West Side up 34-13 on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Shirtliff will tee it off and kick it with the right foot. High up in the air, taken by Vaughn right at the 6-yard line in the middle. Vaughn will look to his left, cut up the field, and run right into number 60, Dallas Nilsson. Down at the 25-yard line. A little update from our Dan Hubbard. Preston's up 31-0 in Jerome, right? I think they're in Jerome. Dropping back, Belknap will go up into the middle. He's got a man right open. Incomplete, and he could have taken that one right to the house. Ezra Godfrey just off of his fingertips, right at midfield. 4 verts, made the free safety kind of pick who to guard, and Godfrey was the one that was open. Good for Preston High School, who drove all the way up to Jerome, and they're up big time. 31-0 there. Preston, the Preston program looking for their first win over with their new head coach this year. Belknap will get the motion across his face from the near side, to the near side, and a little sweep from the slot position for Christian Bastian will get dropped for a loss of 3. 3rd down and 12 coming up. Under 8 minutes, left in this Papa J's 4th quarter. Score now 38-0. Preston over Jerome. Far side to near side motion from Bastian. Belknap will drop back, step up into the pocket, kind of get hits on his arm, and Shurtleff intercepts it at the 30-yard line. He cuts back out to the left. He's got an entourage and now gets popped right at the 12-yard line, carried it all the way back, and have yourself a fantastic second half. Easton Shurtleff, my goodness. Belknap was the one to kind of stop it from going into the end zone. And Belknap has been pressured right up the middle all night, and I felt as though Bradley Belknap has done a really good job to step into that pressure. He's been blown up right in the ribs a couple times, but he still made good throws. That time, he kind of got hit on the arm, got whacked as he threw the ball, and it came up short to the intended man, and Shurtleff steps right in, grabs it at the 30-yard line, and brings it back for a return of about 16 yards. All the way down to the 12-yard line of the Eagles. Give it to Moser right side. And the holding call is going to call this one back. Moser gets into the end zone, but you could see a big hold there on the right side. Colby Bowles in for in the quarterback position. I think Shad Grohl might have been called for the hold. And that will negate the touchdown run by Moser. We all knew before Moser even cut around the corner that was going to be a hold, though. 7:06 left in the 4th quarter. Under center, Colby Bowles will give it up the middle for Colton Gunderson, and he carries it all the way down to about the 9-yard line. Big old hole in the middle. Clock will continue to roll. We'll see if the Pirates can punch it in one more time as the scoring comes in droves. After a 65-yard kickoff return by Jerome, Jerome gets on the board, 38-8 after the 2-point conversion. Back in Jerome, Bowles, motion the near side. He'll take it and run with the lead out to the left, right into the middle of a pile, picking up 3. Third down and 5 coming up for West Side. Down to about the 7-yard line. Bowles gives it on the sweep out to the left. Crusage will go in and spin off a defender and roll into the end zone. .5:48 left here in the 4th quarter. Crusage, an 8-yard touchdown run. Everybody getting in on the action here in the second half. 40-13 pending the PAT by Shurtleff. Snap is down, kick is up, right through the uprights, and that one looks no good. Out to the left. I couldn't tell. I have a terrible angle. That one looked like it was all right, but no. 40-13 is the score. Back after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com. Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Shirtliff teeing off on the right hash. He'll go ahead and give this one the boot after scoring. Ball takes a dive right at the 30-yard line, rolls out to the right, needs to be picked up by the Eagles. Is almost scooped up by the Pirates. Had a chance, kind of whiffed on it the first time, and he'll fall right down on the numerals of the 20-yard line. 19-yard line is where Marsh Valley will take it with under 6 minutes left here in the ball game. And offense breaking open really for both teams at points here in the second half. 28 unanswered points by the Westside Pirates after giving up 2 scores to the Eagles and the lead midway through the third quarter. And we get a sophomore quarterback, Cooper Bowman. Bowman. 2 wide receivers to either side. He'll grab it, look to his right. Ball thrown and dropped by Vaughn. On the right side, who just had some room. Second down and 10 from the 19. A little while in the huddle for the Eagles, trying to draw up something. Couple receivers come back to Bowman to clarify some things. 3 wide receivers on the far side. Bowman will get the snap, look out to the short side of the field, and is partially tipped, blocked, and called incomplete at the line of scrimmage. Couldn't get out to his intended receiver, number 31. Or number 18, Wyatt Marshall. Third down and 10 after 2 incompletions by Bowman. He'll try it once again, get Zach in the shotgun, a draw up the middle. Squeezes between the center and guard for maybe a gain of 1 is the running back. I believe that's either 18 or 16, Wyatt Marshall or Azabear. 4th down and 9, and the punt team will come out for the Eagles. Back to receive, number 80, Brock Moser. Snap gets back to the intended man. Ooh, almost partially blocked. Ball takes a dive at the 45. It will roll for the Eagles down to the 33. Westside will take over from there, and you'll probably see a a different player personnel for the Pirates as they are up 28. No, they're not up 28, excuse me, 27. 4:43. Looking to close this one out and put it on ice, extending this winning streak to 35 games in a row. First down and 10 at the 35-yard line. Colby Bowles under center, and they're missing a guard. Pirates have to take a timeout. Somebody's missing. We'll keep it here as they're trying to find the missing personnel. Short little timeout because we were missing an offensive lineman, and Coach Moser's picking and plugging kids down from the JV squad to come in here and get some varsity time with about 4:43 left in our fourth quarter. Brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli. Pirates are back out onto the field. Wanted to put this game on ice. The Eagles sprint back out on defense. Bowles will be under center. Give it up the middle for Gunderson. Gunderson gets up to the second level, and he gets drugged down from behind. And I got to highlight an amazing block right there by Aaron McDaniel. Pushed his man basically out of bounds on a huge pickup all the way down to the 48. First down and 10. 4:20 left in the ball game. Up the middle, lowering his head into the line, getting pushed by his offensive line, and a pickup of 6. Was running back Aiden Fitzgerald. Timeout taken by our officials out on the field. Shoe needs to be tied by a Marsh Valley Eagle. And our official reaches down and helps a homie out. Can't do it with gloves on. Reminds me of what my grandpa told me. The only thing you can do well with gloves on is maybe you already heard this. Never mind. Colby Bowles will give it on the end around out to the left side. Up he will go on the intended man and the rusher, number 26, Garrett Taylor. Pick up a first down and more. Clock will roll more and more. Westside will bleed this clock as much as they can as they're into Eagle territory, down to the Eagle 34-yard line. Bowles, motion, up the middle. Gunderson, couple people miss, and he's going. He's going off to the races. Bead to the left corner of the end zone, and that's a touchdown. Gunderson gets it himself, and when he can't be denied, he can't be denied. Up he goes. 46 is the total. Gunderson with 3:11 left. 35-yard rushing TD by Gunderson. Timeout will be taken, but will remain here on the field, and Westside has broken it out and open. They go up 46-13 over top of the Marsh Valley Eagles on our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Pirates go back out onto the field. New quarterback for Westside, McKay Mumford. Mumford gives it off to the right side for the rusher. He gets spun off and wrapped up and down. Holding on Westside. Holding on Westside, and that's going to be declined by the coaching staff of Marsh Valley. It was no good anyway. 3:11 left. We'll take a quick timeout. Back after this on mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Kickoff by the Pirates. Taken at about the 25-yard line, cutting backwards and up to the 38. Number 30, that's Solomon. Returning for the Eagles out to the 38-yard line. .255 left before the conclusion of this game. Westside's winning streak will advance and go to 35. No football next week for the Westside Pirates as it is a bye week. Shotgun, a draw right up the middle. This is Belknap, the freshman, running out to the left, lowers his shoulder, gets met after a 5-yard game right in front of the Marsh Valley bench. Second down and 5 at the 43. Been a big one here for Westside tonight. Have done what they needed to do to come back, answered big in the second half. Motion to the near side of the field. Snap back. Pitch out to the right side, grabbed with the right hand on a one-hand grab, cutting up to the 50, and upended after crossing into Pirate territory and a first down. 49-yard line of the Pirates. Just under 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Marsh Valley with its a lot of underclassmen out there, as well as Westside. Trips out to the left side for the Eagles. Quickly off the field, cutting up on the draw, quarterback draw, running out to the left. Quite a bit of space. Down to the 25 and met and pushed out of bounds. First down yardage picked up by Cooper Bowman, sophomore quarterback. 1 minute remaining left in the game. Bowman in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to either side, running back off to his right. Bowman will give it up the middle on the draw, spun around and grabbed after a 1-yard gain. On the tackle, number 69, Diego Ratliff. 40 seconds left. .30 seconds. At about the 20-yard line of the Pirates. Eagles in the red zone. Trips to the near side. Bowman gets the snap, rolls out to pass. Dumps it off to his running back. Cuts up the field. This is Belknap. Belknap makes a couple people miss, and he goes up for and in for the score. Just under 10 seconds left. The freshman adds some points for himself with 9 seconds left. 19-46. PAT coming up for Marsh Valley. Kick is down and up and good. .907. One more quick break after this on 105.5 KACH. Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Back into it. Ball scooped up at the 30-yard line and then wrapped up for the tackle. 5.8 seconds left, and Westside will come out probably in victory formation. Just take one more knee, and we will wrap things up in approximately 20 seconds. Special shout-out to all of our fantastic sponsors, including Procon Homes, Milestone Timber Works, Northern Title, Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, Franklin County Medical Center, and Ralph's Construction, who's going to be giving us the post-game show right after this, building in the Blue Sage Park areas of Preston. Sweep out to the right side for West Side. Wrapped up and brought down, and that is all she wrote. That is the end. Your final score, 46-20. West Side extends their lead, or their winning streak, to 35. Great to be here with you. I am Cody Olsen. We'll come back to you for our post-game show brought to you by Ralph's Construction immediately after this on mylocalradio.com and on 105.5 KACH.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires. Stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now stay tuned for the Rouse Construction postgame show, coming up next.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa J's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa J's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa J's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa J's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people...
Back here for the post-game coverage, brought to you by Ralph's Construction. Our final tonight is going to be the West Side Pirates. 46, Marsh Valley 20. That is your final score here. We're going to go ahead and continue on and do our post-game stats, brought to you by Farm Bureau. The Smith Agency, Brittany and Braden Smith, fantastic people here to help you and find the custom insurance plans to help you find what you can do to protect the things which matter most. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. On the night, things start off with a 14-yard reception by Parker Moser for the touchdown with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, Parker Moser goes for 52 yards on a touchdown scamper, matches it in the third quarter with 5:44 left on an 81-yard rush, but that was after Marsh Valley has a 3-yard dive after a big completion after recovering the onside kick after halftime. And then after that, Marsh Valley gets it back and throws a 35-yard dart from Belknap to Vaughn to make it 13-12. Marsh Valley was actually on top by 1 point. Then all West Side, Easton Shirtliff and Parker Moser in the third quarter. A 3-yard touchdown run by Shirtliff, an 81-yard touchdown run by Moser. Crew Sage got in it as well on an 8-yard touchdown run. And then to cap things off at the very end, Colton Gunderson on a 35-yard rushing touchdown. Tonight, your West Side Pirates take their lead of 34 in the winning streak and extend it to 35. No game next week as it is a bye week. We'll be covering some volleyball next week, so don't be afraid to go ahead and tune in and support the Lady Pirate volleyball team. Shout out to the school across the way in Franklin County. They got a big win tonight in Jerome. Last time I checked, it was 38-8 out there. Big stuff from this squad as West Side will continue on in their dominance. Number one ranking in the coaches poll at idahosports.com. On behalf of all of our friends at mylocalradio.com and KACH, we say thank you very, very much, including our technician, audio technical advisor back in the studio, John Beverly, our executive producer, Val Cook, voice of the Preston Indians, Dan Hubbard, as well as my wonderful wife and audio technical crew here with me, Melissa Olsen, as well as all of our sponsors and friends here at Westside. We say thank you so very, very, very much. And as always, go Pirates.
The preceding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which